Hi again, YouTubers. So this video is going to be a video about my Vitalize peel. Now, if you've watched my videos, I've done all kinds of skincare stuff. I've done lasers, I've done IPL, I've done something called a skin genesis. I've done regular chemical peels. I've done a little bit of everything. And the girls that I was going to at the med spa that I was going to, moved to another place, both of them, so I changed over. And when I got there, they were telling me about this thing called a Vitalize peel. And so I bought a package of them. I did do a package of 3 of them. Keep in mind too, guys, these peels are administered by a nurse. They are not registered. They're not given to you by just someone who works at a spa that's maybe an esthetician or something. They're actually given to you by a nurse because of the fact of the matter that they are so strong and they have to know about your skin and they have to be able to work with everything. Now, I don't know if that's the case everywhere, but where I go, they are done by a nurse. So I know things like the lasers have to be done by a nurse. I'm not 100% sure on the peels. I think the peels, because I've gotten chemical peels by estheticians, so the Vitalize peel you might be able to get from an esthetician, but at my med spa, they are nurses. So that to me is really important, and that's something I actually look for when I go to do these type of peels. So I went to a new place, started doing a series of Vitalize peels, kind of preparing my skin for the wedding, getting it looking the best it possibly can. And with that, the Vitalize peel is similar to a chemical peel, but it has properties to help reduce sunspots. It puts some vitamin C into your skin, things like that. So this video is kind of stages of different days and what they look like and what happens. This is day 4. I still have a very slight bit of peeling around my hairline because those are kind of hard to get rid of because it's in your hairline. It doesn't come off as easily because it kind of sticks to your hair in those areas. I have a little bit still down my neck because they do down my neck to right about here. So still have a little bit, I can see some blotchiness in through there, but you will see the different process through the stages in this video. This is kind of the last one. I'll add this back in at the end and do a little bit more of a close-up. But some key things when you go in, you want to go in towards, I personally go in towards the end of the day or on a day where you don't have a lot going on because you can't wash your face afterwards. You actually have to allow the product to stay on your skin afterwards. So I usually go in at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They wash your face off. They use a Clarisonic to get all of your makeup off, things like that. And there's different stages of this Vitalize peel. They can put more retinol, I don't remember what it's called, retinic acid. I don't even know. I can't say any of these words anyway. So my first peel that I went to, she didn't add that in because she wanted to see how my skin reacted. And I've got really, really tough skin, guys. Really tough. Like I can tolerate a lot. It doesn't bother me. But my girlfriend went and did this, and the first one without the retinic acid or the acid in it, whatever that is, she was like dying and I didn't feel anything. The first one, my skin just kind of became flaky for like 4 or 5 days after. The second one, she added the stuff into it, and it was the funniest thing. It was like a totally different type of peel. I literally, like my skin was coming off in sheets. It was just so strange, but I loved it. I loved the result afterwards. I loved the skin afterwards. And then this one did the same thing. It didn't peel quite as drastically, but it definitely came off in bits and pieces. The hardest part about this is if you are someone who's a picker, I'm kind of a picker, like I want to go and pull at it, you can't do that. If you do that, you could cause scarring on your face. Very, very, very important. So this is tape basically of the last set that I did because I wanted to know the different results of it. So after you actually have it put on, they put on 3 different layers. They use rubbing alcohol actually on your face first to remove all oils, and then they put the first layer on, and they actually have a fan. Now every place is different. I've been to places that hand you a fan to sit there and hold on your face. Some places do the fan where they actually fan your face. Some of them have a fan that actually goes on your face. It just depends on where you go. But They let it cool down and actually like sink into the skin. Then they do the next layer and so on and so forth. And the more layers they do, the more I feel a tingle. Some people feel a burn, like they feel like their face is on fire. My girlfriend being one of them. She felt like her face was on fire. I felt a slight tingle, but I've got super tough skin. So keep that in mind and talk to them about that when you go in so that they can feel. They'll ask you what your, how uncomfortable it is on a scale 1 being the least, 10 being the most. My girlfriend said by layer 2, she was like at an 8, maybe a 10. I'm at like a 2, maybe a 3, just to give you some ideas. So that being said, when you leave there, you need to leave, they'll put a little bit of SPF on your skin because you're going outside, but you need to let the product stay on your skin. No gym, no saunas, no anything that will heat up your skin, because you want to keep the heat in the skin because that's what penetrates and helps the skin remove in layers. When you leave, you don't wash I don't wash my face that night. I wait until the next morning before I wash my face. That's what you're supposed to do. They give you a time frame, but because I do it at night, I just wait until the next morning. When you wash your face, you need to use a very, very mild cleanser. So not any of your anti-aging or anything like that. It needs to be a very basic cleanser. I use Cetaphil. I think it's the easiest. First couple days before I start peeling at all, you just use it with your hands, wash it in, and just pat your face dry. You don't want to pull at your face. So I use Cetaphil cleanser, and then I use Cetaphil's moisturizer. I use the one that has an SPF of 50 in it because this is all new skin. When I go outside, I don't want anything, like I don't want anything damaging that new skin. So I use the Cetaphil moisturizer that has a 50 in it. Same thing at nighttime, even though it has an SPF in it, I just use either a regular Cetaphil or the one with SPF in it, depends on what I have, and eye cream, but nothing else. No serums, no anything that has anti-aging. It has to be very, very mild. You don't want anything interfering with what is being done with your skin. The second day in, you'll see a little bit of what happens with my skin. That once you start peeling, you can then once a day use your Clairsonic. And that kind of removes the dead skin, but it doesn't pull your skin off because the Clairsonic, even though it exfoliates, it moves it around and it doesn't pull at it as if you were pulling at it. So that's very important. And then you can use it for the days after that. You'll see through these videos, I kind of show bits and pieces when I notice differences. You can still go out and do normal things. I pull my hair back a lot when I'm doing this because I feel like when my hair is down, I touch my face more and move my hair around more. When my hair is back, I don't feel as prone to touching my face, and I don't want to do that while I'm wearing this stuff. Another key thing is they suggested to me using mineral makeup while you are peeling because mineral makeup helps keep actually the heat in. So I use my Youngblood most times. I did ask her about I have a liquid Youngblood mineral foundation as well. She said that's fine. So I use that a couple different times. It just depends on what I felt like my skin needed for that day. So this is going to be, you're going to see bits and pieces of different days. I hope this helps you. Let me know if you have any questions and enjoy the video. All right, so I just wanted to jump on here kind of quickly and show you a little bit of the process. I should have done the first day. I didn't get on here the first day. The first day after the peel, my face it actually looks amazing, like because the skin's tightened from the product on it and just it completely smooths out my skin. This is day 2, and day 2 what happens is, and I'm gonna try and get close. See if you can see some peeling in through here. It's always right through here for me, and it's a little bit shiny because I'm using the Aquaphor on it because, and this is gonna be hard for a lot of people, I'm a like picker, and I guess that's a bad term, but like I want to pull at the little loose pieces of skin, and you can't do that because if you do that, you're exposing the skin before it's ready. Let me see if I can get in pretty close and see. You can see how the skin is like there. You can probably see it. I hope this is showing up on the camera, but essentially what's happening is the first layer of skin is coming off. So I'm gonna try and show you bits and pieces of this throughout the week so you can see the results from one spectrum to the other, this being the first day that I'm starting to peel. So essentially, actually, if you look, like, in through here, like this is what my skin looked like yesterday. Pretty much my forehead and in through my cheekbones is pretty much what my skin looked like the first day after it. And then in through here is the first day of peeling that starts. So now I still go to work. I'm still okay with it. Like it doesn't bother me, because as long as I don't look at a mirror, because if I see a mirror, I want to pull at it. But so this is the process. This is the first day, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this, but you'll see bits and pieces hopefully throughout it, and I hope it helps you guys see what happens through this peel process. All right, so this is day 3 of what's kind of happening with my face after the peel. My chin in this area stopped peeling. There's a couple little flakings in through here. This is the primary area that's already peeled. But if you notice, it has more of a shine to it, even with powder and stuff like that on something on my forehead. You'll see more of a shine here. That's because it's new skin, and the new skin is coming out and has more softness to it and just more, you know, oils or whatever have you. This one piece of hair that's driving me crazy. So that's why you'll see a little bit more of a sheen in through here than like maybe my forehead. My forehead looks super matte. Now my forehead has started to peel. You can see some spots. That's because the parts that have already come off are lighter than the darker pieces. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror to see if you can see it. A couple spots in through here as well. That's a piece of hair from a brush, but are still peeling in through this area. So you'll see a little bit of discoloration more so in these areas than in my chin. If you look at my chin right now, it's pretty much even, except for a little bit of spotting up through here because it's still peeling a little bit through there. But nothing that you can drastically see as far as going out, going to work, doing anything. It's pretty much okay. The key with this too is to use a very high SPF, because this is all new skin and you don't want any sun damage with it or anything. So I wear a very, very high SPF. It's like 50 or 75, and I'll talk about that at some point in this video too, but wear high SPF during it. She also did down my neck this time, so I'm seeing like a little bit of blotchiness in through here. But I've been wearing a little bit darker of an eye makeup and lighter of a lip so that I'm not drawing attention in through this area right now, more towards my eyes. So this is day 3, still not bad, still able to go out, still able to do normal things. I just keep an eye on it throughout the day. So just wanted to show you guys, get a little bit closer. See if you can see just the difference in my skin. And you can actually see the difference here of how blotchy it is as well, because I don't have any like makeup on down through here. But, and if you notice, I keep having to go closer to the camera. I don't have a camera with a remote. If you guys know a good camera with a remote, let me know, because I need to get a new one. I've used the same camera forever. Sorry, this is turning into a crazy long video because each time I feel like I'm talking about stuff that has nothing to do with it. But wanted to show you guys day 3, and I'll keep going up until I'm completely done peeling and show you guys how it goes. So I hope you guys are finding this helpful. Once again, just looking. So today is day 4, and I just want to show you guys real quick some of the, I didn't think of this until the other day, some of the change in color on my skin. You can see the pink is the fresh skin, and the more, you can see a little bit of the difference in colors. Sorry. Primarily, it's easiest to see right here, but you can see where it's been peeling back and almost a line through there, and there's a lot up in through my forehead. So I just wanted to show you guys this part really quick so you could get an idea of what it looks like with no makeup on and how it's peeling. So. All right, so this is the same day, but now I have makeup on. And as you can see, there is still, you can see the discoloration. Maybe you can see a little bit of flaking. Definitely can still see the discoloration here and the flaking. This being one of the worst days that, sorry, I have a hair. Being one of the worst days of the peel is kind of day 4. It's because the discoloration is more noticeable by this day, because it's not just in a little spot that can be covered a little bit with makeup. It's more all over in different spots, and you just are seeing that a little bit more. I tried to cover it up pretty good. I think I do an okay job of it, but I mean, you can definitely, in through here, especially right through here, you can see this. not as much on this side. There's a little bit, and I can feel the flaking there, right here. But just wanted to show you guys what it was looking like even after I put makeup on, so you can see. Still noticeable, but nothing like when I go outside that people are going to be like, oh my God, what's wrong with your face? So that's today. All right, so this is kind of my final day. This is my skin, and sorry, it's a bad lighting day. It's raining and crappy out, so let me see if I can, maybe that'll help give you a little bit more light. I should have pulled my hair back too. This is kind of what my skin looks like on the last day. I have slight bits of peeling in through my hairline, mostly because those pieces don't come off as easily. I still have a little bit of discoloration in through here, some skin that still needs to come off. My neck is looking much better, but you can definitely see the difference in my skin. You can see that it just has a nice sheen to it without having, I have on next to no powder. It helps too. Another thing is these peels help with breakouts too, because they bring everything to the skin. I don't know if I mentioned that part, but I really love the results. I love the way my skin looks afterwards. I don't, by the way, because even though I do self tanners, I don't do self tanners while I'm doing this, because if you do, it's gonna discolor the new skin and the old skin, and then it's going to be even worse. Like, you're going to really notice the difference in pigmentation. So I leave my skin alone as far as that. But I think the results, me personally, I love them. I will continue to do these. I do these probably about once a month. I can cut down after my first, this is my third one. I have one more left in my set, I think it is. But I will probably repurchase now, but they also said that I won't need to do them as often now that I've gotten these first couple layers off. And now my fresh skin is coming up, because I was also doing the Genesis and IPL with it as well. So it got rid of the basis of the old skin on the top, and I've been treating the skin 7 layers down. So as it comes up, it will still remain fresh. So I will probably go down to about once every 3 months doing this. But I absolutely love the results. I think it has given me great skin texture. I have a lot of discoloration from when I was a kid and then the sun, and I have a lot of freckles. Freckles are too, by the way, skin discolorations. It just depends on your skin whether you get them or not. Now, I have them all over my arms, my chest, etc., but I don't have near as many freckles on my face. It has helped with my pore size through here. This is where I have larger pores. It helps control my oil slightly. I don't see an immense difference with my oils, but I will say it helps with breakouts, and it helps with my pore size in and around my nose. It unclogs everything and just honestly gives my skin just such a great radiant feel. Once again, these are fairly expensive to very expensive, depending on where you go, depending on if you buy them in a package. You will have to research pricing where you live. It is different everywhere I have talked to. I have done every different place and talked to different people, and I've heard all different prices. So I don't think there's any consistency as far as pricing. I think it really just depends on where you find them, and if you buy them in a package. When you buy them in a package, you do get a lesser cost. So I don't know, that's kind of the most information I can give you on pricing, because it's really going to depend on where you live. But I hope this was helpful. I hope this showed you a little bit of my skin through the process, what it looks like now at the end, because a lot of people have asked me in videos, what am I doing different about my skin? I use good skincare, but these peels have really, and the IPL Genesis have really been doing a good job with my skin, and really preparing my skin and making it look just what I think is great. So I hope this overview of like what has happened with my skin through this process has helped you. If you have any questions, please post them below. I will try and answer as much as I can. This is just my experience with these. Everyone's experience is going to be different. That's why it's important that you talk to somebody about these and make sure that they suit you. Don't just go in and ask for it because it's something I did. They might be able to tell you something that works better for your skin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped you, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye.